So Penrith kick things off through Paul Alamotti, and that one is sailing into the end goal for Phoenix Crossland, back in the starting lineup for the second week in a row, relegating Jaden Brayley to the bench. And Safidi brought it back off the back fence for the home team, the Knights. There's Adam Elliott opposed to Isaiah Yeo today in that number 13 jumper. Leo Thompson with some tough meters up the middle. Somerton involved, getting in low on that tackle. It's his fourth game in first grade. Safidi puts his hand up again and only has Yeo to stop him in the end. Fantastic run, well finished off by Penrith in the end to slow down the play of the ball, as they find Hastings for the kick at the end of the first set. Down towards To'o. One of the New South Wales reps in this Penrith lineup. Luai, To'o, Martin and Yeo, and then Edwards expected to get the nod tonight for game 2 in Melbourne. Luai finds the fullback, who moves it on to Sunia Taruva. He'll be a Tiger next year along with Luai. Tangor. Decent field position here on their opening set for the Panthers, as Yeo goes to Fisher-Harris up over halfway. And the late set restart, what a bonus for the visitors that is, as they go to work down that left-hand side for Sorensen. The slip cost him some more meters there, the veteran back rower. So early in the count after the set restart, they're about to enter the red zone. Back on the angle, Moses Leota. What a tackle that is. Legs tackle from Elliott to chop him down, but they're flying off the back of it. Just a couple of meters away. Which way for Somerton? He'll go short side. And strong defence by Newcastle, under the pump in the opening minutes here. On the last, Luai has gone back to give himself some more depth for the crossfield kick towards Tangor, and Martin. Batted back by Martin and tied it up, doing the little things right. Adam Elliott.
Yeah, nice defence there from Newcastle. The 6 to go on the last play was a huge call. And now working the ball out of trouble. Oh, that's a big penalty. Nice first touch there for Bradman Best. Been out for 4 weeks with the hamstring. This is where the Knights love to attack. Love to put on their plays from a set start. Pretty much all the play will come off Jackson Hastings. He'll play on the ball at first receiver role.
First game back for Bradman Best since doing his hammy and magic round, that win over the Titans. Already up over halfway. Elliott, Hastings, and short ball for Lucas, who played in the centres last week, playing as the left edge back rower today in that number 16 jumper. Thompson. Chance to get it out wide by Sharp, who ducked under Luai. Look at him go! Oh, the fullback! Fletcher Sharp! A budding superstar!
Well, Joey just spoke about how this man reminds him a lot of Ryan Pappenhausen, and you see a lot in that run of the Melbourne Storm fullback. Just exploded through the line here. Isuzu D-Max replay. Nice little shift out to their right-hand side. And when he got the ball in space, and it was just a little dark, it was a poor attempt by Luai. And then he went around Dylan Edwards just with a lovely right foot step. He's absolutely carved them up there, Joey.
Well, there's nothing doing there. There was 3 defenders, 3 attackers. Jerome had loved this one again, just a jumper pull. And then watch the right foot step. Hang straight off the foot around Dylan Edwards. He's beat some players there. Beat Jerome Luai, and then beat Dylan Edwards. He has got such a huge future. Obviously playing behind Kalen Ponga. And we've seen earlier in the year Davey Armstrong, who looks like he may go to England for a big money contract. So I think they're looking to keep Fletcher Sharp, and this is why. Sit back and look at this.
Oh, just the balance, wasn't it? Really, and as you said, there was really nothing on. It was a 3-on-3 situation. He sort of had that little stutter at the start. He got Luai standing still, and he exploded.
Well, he debuted last week in Melbourne. I can imagine there's probably, I can hear him, a heap of Cessnock people here.
And Hastings will add the extras. Great start for Newcastle. Well, Newcastle is pumped after that effort. Fletcher Sharp in the number 1, 85 minutes into his NRL career, and he's already got 2 tries. Brad Fittler, what'd you make of it all?
Absolutely, Brian. The best part about it was when he scored the try, he didn't bother layering up to the crowd. He turned around to his teammates, and all he wanted to do was celebrate with them. Had a little bit to do with the conditions as well. Have a look at the footwork there. Dylan Edwards slipping over. Earlier, you would have seen Scott Sorensen slip over. There's a big breeze coming from behind the Knights, which is really assisting them at the moment. But the ground, although it looks right, is very soft underneath. It looks like the Panthers haven't quite adjusted to it, but what a great start to the game for Fletcher Sharp.
And now Cogger trying to drive one in behind Dylan Edwards. It's awkward for the fullback. It works out in the end for Penrith. What a bonus that is. And a little fitness test for his premiership teammate from Cogger on Edwards there. Wiped out the legs.
Well, it's great patience shown by Dylan Edwards. It looked like that ball was going to pull up. Maybe it was just that breeze behind the Knights that just helped it across the line. Smart kick though, early kick.
Geez, there was a run in that previous set from Jacob Safidi, and he just absolutely charged and found Brad Schneider in the line. They look on Newcastle. I know it's early.
Panthers, the number 1 defence in the comp, breached already. Fisher Harris has been busy early. Somerton trying to work something out with Edwards here. Took the line on himself. A 24-year-old dummy half. And now Luai. Hote down towards the fullback. Sharp, up he goes. Confidence levels high, and that mullet flowing beautifully in this Newcastle breeze. When do you use it best, Joe? It always seems to be blowing one way or the other here in Newey, significantly.
The days where you have fun here is generally around this time when the westerly winds blow, because it hits this grandstand on the western side and swirls. There's Fletcher Sharp, high on confidence. I think the wind's coming down the field, isn't it? Blowing from south, southwest. So it's behind the Knights. It was important they started well today, which they have.
Thompson rocked. The 2 superstar front rowers, Lealta and Fisher Harris, playing their last season together with the Fish off to join the Warriors, of course. And does Edwards let this one bounce down breeze? No, takes it on the full, taking no chances this time. And there's the welcoming committee for Edwards. Got around 1. Nice lateral movement to beat Frizzell. Tall.
This is where the Knights really have to work hard. The first 2 tackles after the kick reception, when they go it's going to be outside backs. Pretty much the first 3 plays after any kicks, it's just all the outside backs. There he goes, Taruva. And now the big men, they take over.
He played on the last. Grant Atkins keeping a good 10 here. Nice flow about the game early on. All the way the early set restart and the penalty that led to the Newcastle try. And there's Zanari Tuala. 4 tries for him this year. Cogger, one of Penrith's grand final heroes from last year as they came from behind against the Broncos. Replaced Jerome Luai, who was battling that shoulder. Cogger played his role. As Nathan Cleary took over. Fury was out there for the warm-up today, due back in round 20. There's a couple of buys before then, so only 2 more games he's likely to miss. Pass hits the deck, don't touch it now, Gagai. He was worried about that. And Cogger got back on side, even though he started in front of his teammate there.
He missed his assignment there, Dane Gagai. Just a metre off it. It was a real opportunity for Newcastle.
And not the best end of the set from Newcastle. What can Penrith do with this field position as Isaac Tungo brings it back outside the 40 on play 2. Luai looking for outside options. Oh, and opened up for To'o, who was looking for someone off his right shoulder, and no one arrived. Edwards from dummy half. They're rolling in this set. Luai short side. And it's back to the skipper, Yo. Schneider on to Martin. Another pass hits the deck. Taruva back to Tungo. No teammates behind him. Oh, look out. He didn't see Bradman Best coming, who took the opportunity to give him a whack. Trying to improvise the Panthers at the end of it all. Was Martin has scored it off that. Great return again by Sharp. He's the standout performer so far.
Yeah, he looked like he was going to go downfield again there. Brad Schneider come up with a good tackle around the legs. They looked dangerous through that set there, Penrith. They went to their big men, their outside back, early. Brian To'o, he poked his nose through on that far side. Just couldn't quite finish that set cleanly.
Nice run from Frizzell. Origin veteran with New South Wales, 16 appearances in the blue. And all 80 minutes last week for the first time since round 4. Cogger was looking dangerous standing in the tackle. So Hastings wants it. And goes high down towards Edwards, just outside the in-goal area. As the 2 fullbacks come together. Sharp already contracted until 2026. That's a nice piece of work by Newcastle to ensure that he doesn't head off for pastures new. Taruva going to put the move on Crossland, who had backup at the expense of a penalty, though.
You get him high, mate. No, it's foul play. You, mate.
Oh, they come with a quick play of the ball.
Hit him high.
Yeah, Brian To'o, he changed direction and he ducks under a couple of attempted tacklers, plays the ball quickly, and Taruva, he went away. There was no markers and just put the defensive line under pressure.
It's a clumsy one that Grant Atkins has got Elliott for. He asked who was that against, and Grant Atkins says you. Elliott couldn't quite believe it, so bonus penalty perhaps for the visitors here. Plenty of depth on that right-hand side as Martin is turned back underneath by Luai, who's got a roving commission with the 7 on his back. Yo, strong run to set things up. Chance to work off the back of that now with Luai on the left. Schneider uses Sorensen back on the angle instead. They look a real chance if they go left, but they come right for Yo instead. Tipped on by Edwards, and Taruva has nowhere to go. Newcastle sliding well to their left. Schneider to go crossfield this time. Who wants it? Ball bobbling around, and Penrith have the try, do they?
Touched by the Knights.
Off hands of Newcastle, and Sorensen says, thanks very much.
Well, he's in great position, the referee, Grant Atkins. He seems to have seen very clearly. The ball went high last play. Isuzu D-Max replay. Ball goes up from Brad Schneider. You see the Panthers, they're all up there competing. And who is that? That's Scott Sorensen that comes down with the football.
He goes to hit it back. It's Tyson Frizzell, doesn't it? No, it just
stays
back
in his
bread basket.
So, yeah, they've got away with one there, Penrith. But this is what they do, don't they, Joey? They just maintain possession, they build pressure, and at some stage, they find the points.
Yeah, they share the workload. We spoke about their back 5, their outside backs do so much work. Coming out of trouble, and then once they get in field position, Isaiah Yo takes over and brings his forwards into play. There's no, it's not confirmed yet.
Little touch by Cogger. Does that constitute a knock on at the end of it all? Saw on that replay as the ball was bobbling around. Sorensen doesn't get a touch initially, but then he gets a touch, and then Cogger just makes contact with the footy. Is that enough? No, try confirmed. Paul Alamotti on goal kicking duty, with Dylan Edwards troubled by that quad concern. Former Bulldog. Alamotti looking to tie things up, and he does.
Conversion was successful, just on 25.5 minutes remaining in the first half, and we are locked up at 6.
Last week he was paying. Last week he was going to the outside. That's Sunday. And he kicks. Yeah.
All locked up after 14 minutes here. Converted try for Scott Sorensen in his 4th year with the Panthers. 5th game in a row for him. That's a tough one, and Taruva just so casual. Able to tidy up near the sideline. Milter. What a grand final performance he put in last year for the Panthers. Summerton doing some nice things already out of dummy half, deputising for Mitch Kenny. Another of those grand final heroes. This time it's the front rowers doing the damage. Fisher Harris on play 4. Now Luai. Find some sort of gap between Crossland and Frizzell. There was nothing doing there. For Schneider, who got the try assist with that kick a moment ago for Sorensen, hangs it up, and this time Sharp attacks the footy. There was a reluctance from Newcastle to try and defuse that bomb that led to the try, Joey.
Yeah, someone had to take ownership of it, and it's generally the winger who gets to come in, come forward and jump. It was a good old-fashioned yaws.
Raju. Either for Newcastle. Freddie?
The other thing about the Penrith kicking game is they only kick it as far as they can compete for it. At some stage, Fletcher again.
Tripped up importantly by Tungle.
At some stage, they feel like they'll get an error out of whoever's catching the ball, because there's always pressure from the black jerseys.
Tumbler from Hastings, and Edwards able to beat the first man. It's been a tough little period for Newcastle since the bye. They were belted by the Bulldogs 32-2. Last week had to go to Melbourne. It's 36-28 down there to the Storm. Looking to bounce back with a much-needed win at home. Win today, and they'll be just a win outside the top 8. Penrith are looking for their 10th win of the season. Sorensen just got hold of the footy before contact. Invents a second phase for Luai now. On the outside for To'o. He was corralled by 3 Newcastle players in the end. They did well to scramble there. Luai. Little stabbing behind. Martin the chaser. Hastings trying to bat it dead. Lucky he had some backup from Sharp, because Liam Martin was there to pounce.
Yeah, just watching the way the Panthers are going about their yardage, they're sending a lot of play over to the left at Jack Cogger. That time they got an offload. Sending a lot of traffic at Jack Cogger.
Challenge, Ashley, from Newcastle. Live ruling is grounded by Newcastle. They're challenging that the player was tackled unfairly without the ball.
Not a bad shout, this. If there's contact before Sharp gets the footy, they might get a penalty out of it.
Penrith kick chase is onside.
Hastings goes, dives on the ball and misses.
Ball's lost backwards by Jackson Hastings.
Martin's touching Sharp before he gets to the footy.
Both players are competing for the ball, and the ball is then grounded by Fletcher Sharp. The challenge is unsuccessful.
Yeah, just watching the Panthers go about their work.
You've challenged it. They're both competing for the ball, mate. You've lost a challenge.
They've
Back we
got
go.
Fisher Harris a couple of times one-on-one with Cogger. Just keep an eye on that.
Oh, Yo didn't want a bar of that. It's backwards from him as Marju rifled into the ribs.
Well, he did. He actually caught it cleanly, but Red Marju, he flew in like a missile.
Short dropout nearly worked from Hastings. The captain's challenge certainly didn't. And Penrith looking to claim their first lead of the afternoon now. Somerton. And the post might have hindered him more than helped as Sharp finished him off. Yo helps out at acting dummy half. Schneider and Edwards. Change of angle for Tuttle. Nice legs tackle. Scythe down again. Adam Elliott's done that a few times already. Luai, cut out ball. Lovely! Penrith in the mood now. Brian Toll, back-to-back cut-out passes, working wonders there.
And that's a beautiful set piece by the Panthers down their left-hand side. They've been almost exclusively playing all of their football down this edge this afternoon. Isuzu D-Max replay. It's the halves combining. Luai to Schneider. Just watch that lovely cut-out pass. He knew, as soon as he received that ball, he knew Brian To'o was free on the outside. And you just watch, catch, backs himself, long pass on the chest. That's great football. Freddie?
Yeah, Brad Schneider's predominantly been down this right-hand side. And from the high shot, what you find is he just comes scooting around the outside, around the back, pretty unrecognisable. And then all of a sudden he pops up and comes up with a beautiful pass to Brian To'o. But it was the kick. Once again, I spoke about it before, that pressure on the kick. They got the restart. They also got the ability where Newcastle have lost their captain's challenge just from pressurising and having people chasing kicks. That's what they do so well, Penrith. Here we go. Watch Schneider coming from the right-hand side. Just drops in. Luai puts it out in front. And then a simple catch and pass finds Tyre, the winger.
Not enough line speed there for Newcastle. On that try line, you've got to try to get out to around that 10-metre mark a little bit further. They're just on their heels. And they got about 6-7 metres out. Just gave the ball players just way too much time.
Tougher test now for Alamotti to try and add the extras. 4 from 7 last week against Manly. Looking to hook this one home and start it outside that right-hand upright. And it hooks a little too much.
Time off.
Conversion attempt was unsuccessful. Midway through the first half, the Panthers 10.
Just wait for the whistle.
So Newcastle now playing catch-up, back-to-back tries, and it's gone too deep. Well, they compound things here, the Knights. Edwards summed it up early in flight that was going over the dead ball line.
Yeah, strong breeze behind the Knights. That's just a bit of a rookie mistake by the young man.
What are you doing, mate? I'll get out of your way. 10.
Not even bothering with the touch finder, Penrith. To start on halfway after the penalty.
Phoenix Tyson, move. Leo, look, Leo.
Leota again running with purpose every time he gets the footy, the 28-year-old.
Well, they've gone up a gear, Penrith. Newcastle's, they've got to go with them.
Dylan Jackson out. Left side, Fletcher.
Yo, who captained New South Wales when he came on in game 1. Jake Trebojevic off. 10 metres out, left edge looking potent. They'll go that way again here. Schneider, short ball this time for Alamotti, who's centimetres away.
Great tackle.
Schneider already provided one with a kick, this time along the deck. Hastings, he'll do well to get out. Throws the pass over to you, Anari Tuala, and he's finished off.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what you call giving someone a something sandwich. Yep. Yeah, do your best. There's only 5 in front of you.
Oh,
Stay behind.
They've turned the screws the last 5-10 minutes, Penrith. Repeat sets, just applying the pressure.
And Hastings gets some more hang time. He's achieved that, but it's gone a little deeper and batted back to safety, where Schneider will tidy up. And they've done well to defuse a couple of short dropouts now, the Panthers. Newcastle starved of possession. Field position being dominated by the team going into the breeze here. Leota. Beautiful right foot step for a big man. Schneider from Martin. Keeps it alive, knocked on by Somerton though. And that's a let off, and the Newcastle fans respond.
Well, there was points coming there. The change of angles, but also the footwork from the Penrith's forwards really worrying the Knights. Some of their big boys, a lot of fatigue in Newcastle's forwards. It's getting stuck in the mud, that change of angles and footwork. They've had 60% of possession, Penrith. It's important now, the Knights. They've just got to be complete their next 3 sets, get back in that arm wrestle.
This is NRL Beanie for Brain Cancer round. In Australia, brain cancer kills more children than any other disease and more people under 40 than any other cancer. Help us raise much needed funds by buying a beanie or donating to the Mark Hughes Foundation by heading to markhughesfoundation.com.au or using that QR code bottom right corner. Strong run by Thompson. Elliott. Hastings trying to squeeze Lucas through a hole. Nice set play by the Knights, almost coming up trumps. And keep going that way now. Hastings on to best. And they're inside the 30. Hastings organising his team. They'll go high. Edwards was well positioned to attack it, but he left it behind and knocked it on. Referee right alongside says knock on.
From where I thought you first touched it to where it lands is forward.
Forward, boss.
And they should challenge this one. I thought it went backwards.
Okay, I've got a captain's challenge from Penrith, Ash.
50-50.
Live ruling of knock on Penrith.
Yeah, will they have conclusive evidence, Ashley Klein and the people back in the bunker
All
here?
aspects of play. Dylan Edwards touches the ball there and drags it towards the opponent's dead ball line, which constitutes a knock-on. The challenge is unsuccessful.
Yeah, that angle showed it.
Yeah, look at the positioning of the referee as well. He was on that same angle. Grant Atkins, one of the best going around for many a year.
Clock on.
Yeah, I really like him as a referee, Grant Atkins. He's got a really good feel for the game.
it's a great opportunity here for Newcastle. If they can get sharp.
That's it. 2 in for Fletcher Sharp's ball.
Yes.
It's like under 8s.
Hastings. Oh, Bradman Best. Cut down by Tungo and Taruva. Not many stop Best like that so quickly. Now they're setting up to go to the right-hand side with Cogger trying to organise that side of the attack. Hastings goes to Cogger. It's a short ball for Frizzell. Penrith muscling up defensively, but under the pump here. And a set restart.
Scott Sorensen is busted. Just made that tackle. He's got the left knee heavily strapped. You can see he can't put any weight on that left leg. There's a target in the line. They've got to be aware of that Knights.
Both halves right-hand side here. Cogger received from Hastings, who was hesitant to move it on. And we'll keep an eye on Sorensen, limping around as he moves out of that defensive line. Crossland for Sharp, and now Best trying to get on the outside. Knocked out by Penrith. It's a knock on Newcastle, is it?
Touched. Did he pass it and then knocks it out? Touched by Penrith.
And there's no more challenges either.
Confirmed goal line. It's been confirmed. He knocks it dead.
Here it is here. I like what Fletcher Sharp just got the ball and just gave it to Bradman. Yeah, great call. Gave Bradman bear. We know what an absolute weapon he is. Just gives him time. It's a good battle on this side of the field, Tungor and Bradman.
Yeah, well, the ref's going at the moment. That was Liam Kennedy helping out Grant Atkins there. Freddie, sorry.
Yeah, Scott Sorensen looking a little bit dusty. The one thing you notice from down here is there's no decoys. Everyone's alive. The ball players are hitting inside players, outside players, turn them under. Everyone's alive.
Short dropout, knocked back by Newcastle, but look who's there to tidy up. Lindsay Smith, who was fantastic last week. A little 1%er straight off the bench.
Oh, 1%er. That's what every player does in this Penrith outfit. 1%er. That would have been his role in that short dropout. Go into opposition field of play, wait for the bat back, and just be there ready. That's how they scored their first try in the grand final last year.
Yeah, Mitch Kenny was there to pounce. Something they'd only worked on for about the month prior after seeing the tendencies of short dropouts.
I'd like to see the replay of that. Hastings appealing for an elbow to the head. Didn't look good.
We'll get onto that one as it comes back to Schneider. Out towards the wing of To'o. Up they go, batted back by Penrith. It remains the last, so Yo has to try for a second kick and knocked on by the winger eventually.
Isaiah Yo, kicking licence.
They're gone. Never to be seen again.
Well, they tried the little hook back there, Schneider. He tried to hook back towards Brian To'o's wing.
And they're kicking to that side, to their left. That's why they're not kicking to the other side, because Greg Marju gets the sets rolling.
Brad Fittler, down to you.
Joey, I've got to say, I think you're harsh on Isaiah Yo. His last 2 kicks have led to tries.
It's a tough school, Freddie.
Mate, have we got a better point system?
No point system. And new to this one, Newcastle. We saw the first penalty they got in the game. They got Fletcher Sharp one-on-one, and he scored a try. I think they'd be happy only to be down by 4 the Knights at the moment. All the field position, all the possession, 57% of possession has been to Penrith.
Who do you want in your corner when you're trying to get that licence back, Cam Smith? You want Joey or Freddie defending you?
Well, it sounds like Freddie.
A little bit of empathy down here.
Hastings, Newcastle looking to reclaim the lead with a converted try. Approaching half an hour gone here. Crowd ready to explode. Newcastle can cross once more. They scored so early here through the fullback Fletcher Sharp with a stunning individual effort. He's waiting on the left-hand side to chime in, but they go right. And Cogger rounded up by Luai.
Adam Elliott just went too far into the line there. Took time off his half.
Crossfield dab from Hastings for Best against Tungor. Flicks it out, but he was on the ground. So set over, tackle over.
They're pretty good set there by Newcastle. This is really where they need to aim up, though. The back 5 of the Panthers, they'll line up one after another for tough carries. If they can minimise the yardage here, make them kick long or deep from inside their own half. And start applying pressure early in their set.
He's the man who leads the comp in post-contact metres. Brian To'o with some tough metres out of his own red zone. Saw a shot of Adam O'Brien, the Newcastle coach, a moment ago. Yet to beat Ivan Cleary head-to-head. 5 losses and a draw. Luai throwing the dummy and then using Sorensen, who's recovered nicely, hasn't he? Alamotti. He kept Tuala at bay for 1 attempt. Edwards for Smith. He's a talented all-round athlete. That's a quick play the ball. Short side from Luai. And the boy from Blaney hunting this one. Liam Henry putting the pressure on Hastings. He'll have to go short again, perhaps.
Well, they went 100 metres then. Marching up the field. And Jerome Luai, as he likes to do, dancing back off that left foot. Finds a kick. Very similar to the first try New South Wales scored with Tedesco, where he gets the ball on the left and then dances back and found a grubber kick.
Another go from Hastings, and this time Tongor knocks it back. Bouncing ball. Edwards bats it back. Newcastle hunting, but Luai eventually tracked it down.
Well, they're organised well for the short dropouts. Penrith offload, late offload.
Somerton told to take the tackle.
Jackson, move! He's 10 home. Go one flesh up back.
Smith just setting them up in front of that left-hand upright to go right or left. And they'll go to Schneider. Pass put him on the back foot, so he used Henry.
Stand now, Jackson. Line, wait.
And they'll keep going right via Schneider. Edwards proved a tough nut to crack out on this side, the Newcastle defence. So they'll head back to the other side now via Luai. Catch and pass for Alamotti. He's got that brilliant fend going. Gagai had enough of that, though. Takes the youngster down. Luai. Oh, upright's an issue here, and Hastings had to go into safety first mode.
Well, there's been that combination between Luai and Liam Martin on three different occasions this afternoon. He's just so good on the kick chase, isn't he? He puts the defenders under so much pressure where their only option is to bat it dead. What a great asset to have.
Newcastle get first hands to it here. No, again, it's Yo. Able to bat it back. It's a good system they've got there with the diffuse.
I've seen that TV show before. It's happened 4 times in a row. They're going well to hold on here, Newcastle.
Trent Tolau has come on in the number 23 jumper to play backup dummy half here. Luai! Oh, Jerome just mesmerised them.
Now they're coming to their left. They're putting all sorts of pressure in the gap between Jack Cogger and Dane Gagai. Bodies in motion. Jerome Luai showing the ball. Defending Jerome. He's run first. Isuzu. D-Max replay. Just gets the ball in 2 hands. Show. Likes to run. That was too easy. Too easy.
Yeah, we just see Luai, he goes cross-field and then he shows that ball to Sorensen. He turns, he disguises the football from Cogger, and Cogger just stops just momentarily. And that's all the good players need. They need those defenders just standing still momentarily to open up the space. And away he went.
And you got to keep the feet moving. Freddie.
He does a great job of disguising everything. He tucks the ball away. As soon as he catches the ball, he looks towards his centre like he's going to pass it. He looks at his decoy. Poor old Jack Coggle's looking at Jerome Luai, thinking he's not going to run the ball. Just watch his eyes. Gets the ball, looks to the centre, looks to the decoy. Ball in 2 hands. That's just ball playing brilliance.
Who do you think his halves partner will be when the Blues team is announced tonight, Freddie?
I'm not fussed. We'll see what happens, mate. He's got a big game to go. There's still plenty of time. He needs to win this game, and I'm sure the coach will be watching Michael Maguire.
Likely to have the 6 on his back alongside who? So what do you make of Alamotti's kicking style here, Joey?
He hits it with a strange part of his foot. He gets an odd shape on it.
Thanks, mate. Stay behind.
So an 8-point lead for Penrith, who've scored the last 14 points in this ball game, and a really conservative kickoff after putting the last one dead from Newcastle as Henry comes off the back fence. Gets them all the way out to the 20. Penrith doing this into a significant breeze. So Newcastle need to be closer than 8 points if they want to run the Premiers down here, Cam Smith.
Well, this is what it needs to go into, the scoreline being at half-time. I think they'll be okay with that, but look, they look ominous, don't they, Penrith? They're warming into this game nicely.
Once again, taking that gap between Cogger and Gagai.
Good slip, they keep it in the hands until Alamotti drops it on the boot, and Sharp summed it up well in the right place again, the number one. Penrith give Newcastle the ball back right in that corner. Marshall looking to take them outside of their own 20. Only just midway through the tackle count.
Hard to say, Greg Marshall finished all their sets on the other side of the field. That's a run from Bradman Best.
Brayley has come on with the number 9 on his back, combining with Crossland, who moves into a different role now. Hastings gives it plenty of air, and To'o says, I'll come across and help you out. Dylan Edwards still recovering from that accidental hit over the top on his previous run. The Penrith fullback ready to go here. Oh, it's almost over the shoulder of Taruva, who did well to snatch it out of the air. Henry.
It was really strong the way he runs the ball, Henry. Sort of strength that you cannot get in the gym, just that natural strength.
Country strong out of Blaney in the central west of New South Wales. He's earned the nickname Horse.
The big horse.
Short side, Luai. It is the last. Keeping tacklers at bay. Not thinking about a kick just yet, Jerome. You'll have to hand it over this time.
10. Give him the ball.
Yeah, probably had a few too many options going through the head there, Jerome Luai. In the end, just he took the smart option though, just took the tackle. But this is what they do Penrith best. They turn the ball over close to your try line, and they make you work hard. They make you work for every metre. They fatigue you. They start to frustrate you until you make an error.
Oh, Marshu.
Or try something like that.
And that's what pressure does. They apply the pressure, and some players crack. You just got to stay in the fight.
Hastings on the angle. There's no hole opening up there for Lucas. Crossland in the ball-playing lock roll now. Onto Cogger. Gagai. Skip around Alamotti. Cut him down. And then has the foot. No one watching. Cogger had his eyes off the footy. And look who pounces. Sorensen picks up the scraps this time.
Well, Jack Cogger was looking in field, thinking about the next play. While his teammate was getting dragged to the sideline, Dane Gagai, he had to toss the ball in field. Just can't take your eyes off the football at this level.
Bonus field position here for Penrith. Can they drum home their advantage here before half-time? Edwards, look at that move on Safidi, who's come off the bench. Jacob started, Daniel on in 15. Smith. Oh, what a pass! Razzle-dazzle, tall! Oh, they rounded him up in time after brilliant passing, got it out to the winger. And now Luai scrolls around one. Lindsay Smith will score! And Penrith have dominated this first half.
Yeah, they're just too good. They're too good. They frustrate you. They camp down your end until you break. And at some stage, here we go. All right, Suzu D-Max replay. You see Cogger there, he's looking in field. He's worried about the next play, where Sorensen, he's all about that ball. He jumps on it. Adam O'Brien, he's not overly happy with that last sequence of tackles. But just watch, this is a simple, just playing straight through the middle. Brayley too wide. And away they go again, another 4-pointer.
Yeah, if you just watch the replay, have a look at the spacing. Say 10, 15 metres from the play the ball. The Knights players are shoulder to shoulder. There's no spacing at all. in their way that they're defending. And the pass actually gets across about 4 or 5 defenders, and Luai skips to the... Have a look at the spacing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And look at the space. Great pass. Luai skips to the next gap. And the spaces just get bigger and bigger and bigger the further you get out. Poor spacing there from the Newcastle Knights.
And a terrible finish to the first half, giving Penrith the ball back inside Newcastle territory. And they accepted that invitation to make it 20 points to 6 at half-time. Lindsay Smith, he was a first-grade cricketer for Penrith at the age of 16. He had to choose between these two sports, and he's in a very good team. At half-time, it's Penrith 20, Newcastle 6. Newcastle 14 points behind. Joey, what do you want to see here?
Well, they get to kick off, so they can set the tone for the second half. Somebody's got to get down there and whack someone legally, but just make a statement.
Stay back,
They
guys.
get an opportunity, they get the kick off. Someone's got to get down there, lift this team.
Sharp able to kick with freedom. It's pretty deep.
How's that win?
And bringing it back is Henry. Couldn't get outside the 10-metre line, so nice start from Newcastle from that kick-off. They look to whack Smith, who scored that try right before half-time to open up that margin. It's the second game for the backup dummy half. Trent Tolo was called into the team after special dispensation was offered by the NRL. Wasn't named in the original reserves. Victorian born.
So he can play for Queensland.
Cameron against a couple of weeks ago.
I think he went on holiday up there once.
Eligibility secured. Here's Sharp, who let the ball bounce.
And then likewise, someone's just got to wind up and come off the back fence here for Newcastle. Try to bend the line.
Big opportunity. They led 6-0. A win today would have taken them just outside the top 8 and squared the ledger at 7-7 heading into a bye. Both of these teams have got the bye to look forward to next week. Crossland, Hastings, Sharp chimes in. Penrith were numbered up on their right-hand side. Hastings down towards Edwards, who was in the right spot again to receive. Barely had to move.
Well, Joey just mentioned someone needs to make a physical statement, whether it be through a big tackle or a big run. So there's someone sitting on the bench right now, hasn't seen any game time yet. It's Jack Hetherington. Certainly do that.
When will the firebrand be injected by Coach Adam O'Brien?
We were standing near the warm-up. You were surprised how big he is.
He's a big man, huge man, powerful.
And Chats crackers.
Henry running with purpose again. Plays it on the last. Luai. Alamotti trying to time his run. The kick designed for him. Tawala came down with it. Oh, nice fire to Gagai. Cogger. And a tough finish to the half, Jack Cogger. And his back turn when Gagai forced the pass inside. Penrith able to latch onto the loose footy and turn it into points. And up the middle, fresh legs. And the number 17 jumper for Newcastle. It's Brodie Jones getting an opportunity before Hetherington. And Hastings forced the kick from inside his own half. Toll just cruises across to take it on the full. And late offload for Luai. Look at Jerome go. Stung by that early defensive effort when Sharp just ducked under the attempted tackle from Luai. Didn't respond beautifully in attack.
Phoenix Crosland's left on the ground. So this will be a HIA.
checking that out in the bunker as we speak. Straightening up, Isaac Tungor. Eventually taken down by Best. Now Taruva off the back of it. The double act that is out on the right-hand side for Penrith. Now Yo for Luai. Edwards chimes in. Open up some space for Alamotti. Luai on the last. Who wants this for Newcastle? Up they go, but it's Penrith who come down with it, and Martin was tackled in mid-air. After a spectacular take from the back rower.
Once again, they don't get bored with their kicks. You see the right shoulder there, a lot of padding for Liam Martin, and he comes down and lands on it. He's lucky he didn't pop that shoulder out there. And once again, the kicking game. They don't get bored with what they're going to do and just land it on the spot. They get their chasers down there.
So just tap it and go. No thoughts of taking the 2 for a 16-point lead. Not much value in that. They want 4 or 6. Yo had to reach down for it. Smith hunting back-to-back tries either side of half-time. Palau goes right-hand side for Schneider. Back on the angle. Isaac Tungor, trademark run. Nice tackle. Crossland is staying out there for now. Brayley just let him go in time. Before a set restart was brewing. Look at Isaiah Yo put the head down, and to wrap up the footy was Crossland again. On dummy half, trying to spin his way over.
Tackle 5.
Denied by desperate Newcastle defence in search of his first career try. Trent Talau.
Well, they're lined up on the left side here. I'm going to run the ball. You've got to get up, Newcastle. Get off that line.
Luai. Look at the stepping from Jerome. Already scored 1 try. Able to get a kick in this time. Sharp. Good luck getting out of there as Penrith converge.
We've seen a bit of this movement, this play from Jerome Luai over the last 4 weeks, where he gets trapped on the last. He wants to kick out to his left-hand side, but then there's no option. So he comes back off the left foot, much like he does when he's running the football. He just finds an opportunity to feed the ball back in behind. And just look how many Penrith jerseys are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a couple out of shot still. There's another 2 players.
Hang on. You right to go, Matt?
Just checking on Crossland again here, who's going to stay out there after a check. Drop out number 5 for Newcastle. And first hands to what a take. Bradman Best. How's that for skill level?
We didn't see the ball till late. On that side of the ball. Just behind players, and then, oh, what a take.
Jones moves it on to Hastings and Frizzell. Tripped up by Luai. Haley with Crossland. Tackled on suspicion was Brody Jones. Not too happy about that Brody either, trying to get out of the way now. Into enemy territory for the kick this time. Hastings goes as high as he can. Chasers putting pressure on Edwards. Good safe take from the fullback. What have you made of his movement tonight with that heavy strapping, Bush?
Yeah, he seems to be moving quite freely. He's been out for a couple of weeks, so it's his first hit out. A little bit sort of dusty early on, but like his team, he's worked into this game nicely. Always a threat when he's around the football.
Luai giving Alamotti one to chase again. Tuala got around him. What about that burst of speed off the mark from Anari Tuala? The speedster out of North Queensland.
I know he can run harder than that Greg Marju. He's got to get off the back fence. You know how damaging he can be, a big winger.
Dylan Lucas again. Started in that back row position with the 16 on his back. Saifiti wearing the 15. He's played 7 origins for New South Wales. Daniel Saifiti, his brother, has also represented the Blues. And here's Edwards, set to make his debut for New South Wales if picked tonight. Freddie?
Well, they just let the Panthers off there. They were in a nice little arm wrestle. And then that kick, Jackson Hastings gave up 10 metres. The defence line didn't come forward, and he just popped it straight to Dylan Edwards. Everyone wanted to chase, but he just didn't give a kick where they could chase.
Big win for Newcastle earlier today in New South Wales Cup. Will Price is just playing at that level at the moment. Joey is racking up some nice numbers there. Price, can you see him working his way into this team?
Well, I've been quite vocal about that, so I'll just leave it there. But yeah, they had a big win, and Will played very well.
He's got 4 tries and 6 try assists so far in 12 games. Tackle efficiency of 85% as well. Listed as a fullback, but can play in the halves.
He's a 5'8", 5'8's the spot.
Saifiti, strong run up over halfway he goes. Still 2 more plays left in this set. Hastings wanted it short side, but they come to Jones. And Henry with the initial contact there. Flying into action again. No score since half-time. Tuala trying to get there. He bumped into To'o early. How does the ref see that? Thought it was penalty worthy, and that's the call.
Just run straight through Brian To'o.
Yeah.
You take him out of the contest unfairly. You go right through him.
Well, that's the description. That paints the picture there for everyone. He just ran straight through Brian To'o. He's got to be a bit smarter with this ball in the air. You got to wait. You just can't be taking defenders, waiting for the football when they go into the air. You can't make contact like that. It's just another let off. And these little errors, they're small things, but they add up when you're playing sides like Penrith in particular. You're inviting them into your half. You're inviting bad things to happen to your football side.
That was the definition of a disruptor. That one from Anari Tuala. Luai disguised in the past to pick up Alamotti after the lead runner Sorensen went through the line. Nice service to Yo. And a change of angle for Henry. Penrith just in the grind again. 11 minutes into this second half. Waiting for an opening. And look at that from Edwards. That's a nice sign for New South Wales selectors. Schneider out towards Sorensen again. Too deep this time. 20-metre tap.
Oh, I'd like to see that one again. Gagai takes off. I thought Gagai's feet were outside. You need something like this. 7-tackle restart Newcastle. And forwards under all sorts. And their outside backs to be rolling forward.
Ampol State of Origin Game 2 kicks off Wednesday, June 26 at the iconic MCG. Don't miss your chance to see Australia's greatest sporting rivalry live. Head to nrl.com/tickets to secure your seats today, or catch it exclusive, live and free on 9 and 9 Now. And New South Wales level the series there. The disappointment of Game 1 at home. Elliott moving it on. Lovely catch and pass. What a line he runs, and he's full of speed. Dylan Lucas, he can put him anywhere. And is the comeback on now for Newcastle?
Well, it's a nice start, isn't it? Lovely piece of play going to the left-hand side for Newcastle.
to the halfback, Schneider, and they attack the gap between Schneider and also the centre in Alamonte. That's where the joy is, the gap between the half and the centre. If you can get it there quickly, get your attacking half on their opposition half, you can really manipulate those gaps around with the centres defending. Nice play by the Knights.
2 tries last week as a centre, Dylan Lucas, and now that try as a back rower. Not many back rowers quicker than him. As Hastings slots it, and the margin is 8. And the try from Dylan Lucas converted, and it's game on again here, Freddie. The crowd's pumped up again.
Oh, they come alive then, Speedy. Been sitting here dealing with the cold, and all of a sudden, beautiful pass from Jackson Hastings. Dylan Lucas scores a try. Everyone's alive. We need a good run now. Get off the back fence.
Safidi does just that. Clatters into Smith and takes him with him. Another 5 metres of post-contact from Safidi. Elliott.
Secret Knights fan there, Freddie. Actually started at Penrith. Go on, Freddie, get the chant going.
Newcastle.
Pass.
Frizzell flicked it out the back, played his part in the lead up to the try as Joey identified, and gets some second phase going here.
Release! Hold!
2 more plays off the back of points. What can they do with them? Hastings. Oh, hospital pass. Lucas was met immediately and coughed it up.
It was the same setup as when they scored that try. Exactly the same setup. Play this side, play on the right-hand side. Nice little shift to the left. Try and find that space again. But this time it was out the back. You just had to play out the back, Hastings.
Yeah, Penrith weren't going to be beaten by the same thing twice in a row. Nice read by Schneider. Can the Panthers respond to that Lucas try? The best service for Yeo again. Moved it on to Schneider. And Liam Martin back on the angle. Sent backwards. Determined defence from Elliott has been his hallmark today. Stepped around by Yeo there, though. He nearly lost his tacks. Got rid of Thompson as well. Allow finds Luai. Alamonte, they've been kicking for him all day, and Tuala has been diffusing them. Emma Lawrence, you have some breaking news.
Yes, Speedy. Trent Tolau has come off for an HIA. It's a Category 2, so that means he has 15 minutes to be assessed.
That's better for Marju.
And the crowd
Lindsay Smith
gets involved and gets the penalty. That's a win for the home fans here, Freddie.
We got our Knights a penalty. Oh, we work together.
What's happened to Mount Druitt, Freddie?
He's sober on the sideline. He's a Knight.
So still trailing in the penalty count, 4-3, but look at this field position here. Another score, and it's game on big time. Frizzell finds his front. Leo Thompson winding up. The legs driving all the way down towards the 10-metre line. On play 2. Hastings wants it open side. Cogger. Sharp early ball for Gagai. In and away on Alamonte. Takes 4 over the try line. Is Gagai smiling or is he held up?
Okay, Ash, on that tackle 3. I've got a no try. Can we confirm held up? Tackle 3.
Once again, Fletcher Sharp gets the ball and just gives it early to his centre. Dane Gagai, Dylan Edwards, he scores them and saves them.
Dane Gagai maintains possession into contact.
Look at that technique.
He's held up over the try line and remains in the field. We have a decision.
Dylan Edwards gets in and gets his torso underneath the ball.
That's your third. Wait. Wait.
The ball wound up on that protective guard on the quad. So Newcastle go again. Still tackles up their sleeve. They kick early. Bouncing ball. Oh, they've scored again! Bradman Best! Back-to-back tries. And they're on their feet in Newcastle.
Well, it looked like a nothing kick originally, but Bradman Best didn't give up on the chase. And you saw how explosive and quick he is. The ball comes wide, which brings up the outside defence for the Panthers. Fullback defending in the line. Isuzu D-Max replay. Hastings sees it, dinks it over the top. Bradman Best just wanted it more. 3 players were there for the Panthers, but Bradman, have a look at this for a chase. Sprints. It's a big, big moment.
It was a smart kick there by Hastings. He had the awareness to see that he was slightly out of position, and Taruva on that far wing, he was up on the end of the line. Usually on that long side, they're tucked slightly, the wingers, waiting for that kick, but that time he was up. So there's plenty of space there for his centre Best to chase that football. And as you said, you just see there, you look on the far side, Taruva, he's pretty much on the end of the line there with Isaac Tungor. And the centre winger combination, it was almost like they were trying to shield any chases from Edwards. And Best, he just picked the gap between them. And as Joey said, he just wanted it more. Here come the Knights.
All of the points being scored into the breeze pretty much in this game. Hastings, a beautiful kick a moment ago. Can he halve the margin here? He's driven it through beautifully. What a game we have in our hands now as we approach the hour mark. Freddie, the Bermuda Triangle was on tilt the other day. Is this one on tilt as well? All the points right of screen.
It's been like that the whole weekend. Huge big rallies of tries.
From the kick-off, Best trying to position Hastings. Bradman Best turning Edwards inside out. And look where they are. Off the back of points.
Greg Marju, what a pass.
The Knights with a real run on here. Cogger off the right foot. Inside the red zone. Well, Penrith, they thought they were cruising at half-time, but they're under the pump now. Elliotts doesn't force any kind of offload. Happy to take the tackle midway through the count. What are they setting up for here, Newcastle? No look past the shot. Hastings trying to organise the left-hand side now. Fires one to Elliotts. Thompson trying to glide on the outside. And they might keep going that way. The left side fancy it here. It is the last. Little kick in behind, didn't get there. Trapping and scrapping for Penrith. It's the hooker, Summerton, importantly.
But what a turnaround in this match. That could well have been a try to the Newcastle Knights off the kickoff. That was shades of Dave Taylor to Chris McQueen. I don't know how long ago that was, but that's a smart play off the kickoff.
Fisher Harris. Penrith will need some points. Haven't scored since half-time. How big might that try right on the bell be before the break from Lindsay Smith in the final wash-up as Luai goes high. Alamotti, the lead chaser again. Oh, Tuava had 2 cracks at it, controlled it just in time before the knock-on. Emma Lawrence, down to you.
Speedy, the crowd here today is just absolutely incredible. The official number, 27,966. They've all got their beanies on as we officially wrap up Beanies for Brain Cancer Round. If you did miss it earlier, we've raised $3 million for the Mark Hughes Foundation. It's very loud out here. You've got to keep it up to get their nights home.
Very handy for the winter ahead. If you haven't got your beanie yet, you can hit that QR code and order yours right now. So the kick down to Edwards. Better defensive set from Penrith, and look at the starting position. Edwards cuts them open, and it takes Best to take him down just shy of halfway. Taruva off the back of it.
6 again, 10 metres.
Set restart as well, so a fresh set for the Panthers. To'o just steadies things. Summerton back on with Talau in the bin, HIA style. Getting checked out at the moment with his category 2. Schneider. And Martin back on the angle. Haven't tried to put anything on just yet. Now they go to work with Yo. And Luai cooking things up with Edwards on the open side. Luai will kick out towards Martin. And Newcastle got a body on him effectively that time.
Bradman Best. Yeah, he's had a game, Bradman.
He wasn't able to be considered for selection in game 1 because of a hamstring concern, but that hammy's just fine now, isn't it, the way he's performing?
Well, that's a run from Marju. That's what they need every run from the big winger. He's scattered them.
Hands on the footy there from Tungor flying over the top. Best had a job on his hands to hold on there. Slow up, Saifidi. Frizzell moves it on for Gagai.
Good tackle.
Right around the legs. Alamotti had a second go at it there. It was the last, and he got away with it maybe. No set restart that Newcastle would have welcomed. Kick onto the chest of Taruva. Next mistake, next line break, so important in this game with 16 minutes to go. Ball has been in play for a long time as well.
As you said, next error or next penalty. There you go, the fatigue alert. Ball in play. Look, getting up to 5 minutes at this stage of the game. They'll be gassed.
Oh, here he goes! Moses parting the seas! Picks up Edwards! And the Premiers go to work at the back end of that fatigue session.
Oh, Speedy, Joey, you called it. At some stage, someone was going to crack. And this time it was the Newcastle Knights. They've lifted their intensity over the last 10 minutes to get himself back in the game. But you just watch this Isuzu D-Max replay. Moses Leota, he's had that run all night. Even from his first couple of hit-ups. Just that little angle back off the right foot, in behind the ruck. He's just got some lazy, tired defenders. You just see there, Brayley backtracking. He can't get involved. Laid out of the tackle, and the big man finds himself in the backfield and does enough to get the arm free for Dylan Edwards. And that's a nice hit back there from the Panthers.
It was too easy. Big power run for a big man. Leota's got footwork. He's got pace. Saw him in the grand final last year. He scored that try. It's about 19 minutes to go, wasn't it? The
63rd minute it was, yeah.
And he just off the back of Nathan Cleary.
He was running a decoy run and then wound up being the support player back on the inside as the comeback began. Alamotti adds 2 more.
$28,901. Our winner tonight is going to walk away with
So Dylan Edwards running the game out strongly with a try here that Penrith needed. Lets the ball bounce here and gets away with that. Goes back to Leota, rolls reverse from that try when the front rower set up the fullback. Emma Lawrence, some more breaking news.
Yeah, good news for the Panthers. Speedy Trent Terlau has passed his HIA.
Interesting to see whether he comes back on or whether Summerton will close out the game in that dummy half roll. No, he's ready to get back on. Yo, what about some of his runs in this game? And off the bench in Origin 1 for New South Wales. Shoulder and not a swinging arm to the head from Elliott over the top. So next to let this one bounce, and it sits on its end. Bring it off his own goal line is Marju. Terrific kick by Penrith to turn the winger around.
He's been strong. Bradman Best. 4 weeks out with that hamstring.
Last run taking him up over 100 metres in this game, Bradman Best. Great try early in this half.
Still haven't seen Jack Hetherington.
Elliott touched by Penrith, but not played at, so it remains the last here. Hastings bends it out towards the wing of Ryan Toro.
Very similar to the Melbourne Storm, Penrith, without their champion halfback and also Mitch Kenny, their dummy half. Not Melbourne, no Munster, no Pappenhausen. Guys get in there, they know their job. 10 more now.
Marju was locked in, slowing down that play of the ball. Oh, Taruva caught high, but okay. The contact from Dylan Lucas over the top. No ball playing this time for Luai. On the angle, Alamotti. Still just 20 years of age. Schneider crossfield, who wants this one? Again, they elect to not challenge for the footy, and it pays off that time as it's fumbled by Tungo. Lead for Penrith, who can close out games so professionally. And Newcastle breathed some life back into it here. The ultimate impact player is being set up for here. Hetherington into play, and there's we're in the 70th minute here.
Oh no, Hastings, Crosland's going on. Thought, was Hetherington going to go on?
Short side for Hastings. Flicks it out the back. What about that pick up from Sharp? Can he keep it alive? He can. Oh, Taruva! Whacks Jackson Hastings, says enough of this nonsense. So Cogger has to take over the kicking responsibility. Right onto the chest of To'o. Great return from the left winger. Look at this, Hastings. Oh, I never saw the Fijian flyer coming. Talau back on. Fisher Harris putting on some footwork now. Luai. Look at the lateral movement of Jerome Luai, who dazzled them for an individual try in that first half blitz as they scored 4 tries unanswered. Try here. He just put the seal on things for the Premiers. 8-point lead. Schneider, Luai, halves combine here. Back out to Alamotti. To'o trying to improvise. Schneider not many behind him. Talau, who can play in the halves. Decent crossfield kick. Ball ricochets. Still alive here for Penrith. Oh, how's the improvisation? Crossland forced the batter dead, and they get another repeat set, the Panthers.
They can do everything, this team. They had a rookie dummy half, and there's our man Hetherington. He's about to get into the action.
You're on report for contact on Salia. It's a bit earlier.
That's Lucas.
Was that the tackle on Taruva?
The high shot that I thought was high, and they missed it.
Not much in that one.
Oh,
They're going
first
short.
contact around the chin.
Short.
And this time, knocked back by Penrith and tidied up by that man Taruva. So often today, Penrith have been first to dive on the loose ball.
But they never let the defence rest, Penrith. There's always players in motion, always ball movement.
They're loading up on the left side here. Edwards ready to chime in, but they go to Sorensen instead. Back to Talau, over the top, clever pass. Chance now, catch and pass. Tungor finds Taruva. And Newcastle able to scramble in that corner. They're just hanging on the Knights. Yo, back to Luai. Edwards, early ball, Alamotti for To'o, and how well did Newcastle go there from side to side? Has to be a pass off the ground. It's allowed to go, and Penrith still have two more plays up their sleeve. Oh, right through Fisher-Harris. Newcastle are still alive, and maybe that's a little bit of justice for what unfolded on the previous play.
Yeah, might be a little one back to the Knights because they missed that pass off the ground. That was dead set rugby union from Brian To'o. We just see here when the nice little short pass, yeah, half a metre forward.
But have a look at here's the pass off the ground.
I know, if you're heading towards the sideline, does the rule change?
I don't think so.
Oh, here we go. Oh, they've done it! Hastings for Best. Can he get rid of Edwards? No, he can't. Edwards does it again in cover.
What great play.
Already into the opposition half, and now they swing it. Frizzell. Oh, pass out the back. And Tuala has to go safety first and keep the ball in. So they lose a bit of momentum there. Oh, imagine if Best had ran away to score that try off the kick from Hastings.
Good to see something different.
Here he is again. Ball in hand this time. Oh, tough one for Best to control.
And you can feel the air go. Not only go out of the Newcastle Knights, but the whole crowd then.
Penrith feet. Trent, head in. Back stay, lock off.
Penrith surviving a scare on that previous set. What can they do with ball in hand this time? To'o well away from that sideline. Slow play the ball. And he moves it on to Leota. Fisher-Harris denied that try a moment ago. Crashes his way inside the red zone. Schneider, awkward looking tackle in the end as Hetherington gets involved in the ball game. Back-to-back tackles from Hetherington, but Yo kept it alive. Luai. No one can lay a hand on him, Jerome. Goes back to his halves partner, Schneider. Now Luai wants it left-hand side. Talau knows where he is. Had to be quickly on the boot. Sharp was well placed, but he knocked it on in the gather.
Put the ball that way, mate.
Watch
Knock
this
on
work
Knights.
from Jerome Luai.
Penrith
He
feet.
catches the ball in a one movement, catches the ball on his right hip, and then moves the ball on his left foot. That was class. It was actually the grass. The ball hits the grass. bobbles out.
Has this referee missed anything today? He's nailed another one there, Grant Atkins. Perfectly placed once more. Yes, we're heading to Townsville for the first ever Women's State of Origin decider. Don't miss your chance to secure seats to Game 3 at Queensland Country Bank Stadium, Townsville. Thursday, June 27. As Penrith set it up for Alamotti. An important tackle made by Cogger. Fisher-Harris, there's another go. You can get your tickets for that Origin decider, NRL.com, or watch it live on 9. Luai, Edwards. Newcastle's defence is all right today against Penrith, who've been in the mood. Took them to just 6 points in the second half, but there might be some more brewing here. Oh, left behind and capitalised on by Best. Couldn't link up with the support, and that was the speedster Sharp ready to go 70.
Big tackle, Tungor.
Oh, who wants it? Hetherington eventually found here.
Well, halves have to get together and play together. Half to 5'8" to fullback. Key players get involved.
5'8" went to fullback there, and Gagai was nearly slicing them. Keeps it alive for Cogger. Pass hits the deck. A bonus that it bounced to Bradman Best. Need to score on this set, you'd reckon. 2.5 minutes to go. 8 points the difference. Hetherington denied the potential of an offload there as they wrapped up the footy through Henry. Short ball. Saifidi, there's no way through there either. So what do they do on the last? Cogger. Out towards Tuala, who's capable under the high ball. Timed his run this time. Oh, I thought that might have been knocked on by To'o, but the referee says it's play on for Penrith.
Phoenix move! Oh, back off the lights, take it up. Oh.
90 seconds to go. Penrith poised to bring up their 10th win of the season.
Big tackle, Phoenix Crosland. You get so much work out of their workers, their foot soldiers, and just know their role. Get them into their certain spots, directed by their halves and Isaiah Yeo. They're relentless.
Luai drives it deep into that corner. Newcastle need a miracle. And they chance their arm again from inside their own 20. They've been so close to pulling off an incredible try or two. Hastings had a little look to see what was doing out on that side, and Lucas invents something here, found Sharp, and again it's Tungor with an important tackle. Now Crossland up over halfway. Hetherington throws a cutout ball, so too does Thompson, cuts out a couple. But Penrith are doing the job again. And the venue, they're about to make it 7 wins in a row at McDonald Jones. Edwards, fittingly, will finish with the ball in his hands. The siren about to sound. Penrith climb the ladder again. 10-4 on the season, up to second on the ladder now, as they come to Newcastle and do the job again. Unbeaten here in nearly a decade. There's where they are on the live ladder, only the Storm in front of them, and look at that for and against, plus 118. Full time here, Penrith 26, Newcastle 18.